Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. If you like this project and want to make one yourself, you can order the supplies from my online store. The link to the blog post with all the supplies is in the information section below. I give rewards to people who order from me, so check out my rewards program while you're there. This cute card was made with the Butterfly Wishes stamp set, and I specifically used the branch, this little butterfly, and a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. So there's the card we're going to make. We're going to get started, and there's our measurements. So the first thing I need is my card base, which is Rich Razzleberry, and it is 5.5 by 8.5. Scored at 4 1/4. All right. To that, I'm going to add a piece of Granny Apple Green that's 4 by 5 1/4. Every once in a while, I get those little, I don't know what you call them, threads. And you have to break them or it messes your thing up. So I always just break them off. I think it's operator error. All right, I'm going to put that down on my card and I'm not pushing down until I make sure it's even. All right, then I need a piece of Whisper White that's 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to take my branch, okay, and this is the branch, and then I'm going to use markers to color it in. And my stem I'm going to do in Crumb Cake, and I'm just kind of looking at the image. I did use the picture on the front to kind of see a little bit better. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to do my leaves. Okay, so I'm coloring those in. I'm going to go down here and do the ones down here. Then there's one sticking out here. There's a tip there and a piece there. There's some there that I'm going to get. And then down here, it's in here and this. All right, so I've got those. And then finally, I'm going to use my Rich Razzleberry marker. Couldn't think. And I'm making sure that I'm go down far enough to get the stem, so there's no broken lines, so to speak. All right, and then I'm going to go in here and down there. Then I'm going to go over here. Then I'm going to do this one. And there's a piece of the leaf that I missed that I'm going to go back and do. I missed the edge right there. All right, this one I'm going to put on here. Now, because you've used a marker and it's sat for a while, you need to huff on it. What that does is it re-moistens the ink so you can stamp it. If not, it just comes out really light, so it just depends on the humidity. In your house, when my humidity is high, I don't have to huff on mine. So there we've got our main image. Now we're going to do our sentiment, and I'm going to show you a trick for it. And this one says, a sweet friendship refreshes the soul. I wanted to cut it off there, so I'm only going to ink up this much of my stamp. Now when you do this, make sure you do it so that it stamps up straight. And I'm going to stamp it right there. You don't want to stamp it backwards. Now you have to clean this. And I didn't bring in my pad to clean it, so let me do that. You need to make sure this is good and dry when you clean it, because if not, you're going to have a mess, a wet water spot on your card. So now I need to do the other half, which is refreshes the sole. And refreshes starts right there. So if you use this little dip as the middle and put that little dip, I'm going to do it beforehand, put that little dip right under that A, it will work out almost perfect. And if it's not, it's okay. And then what you want to do is you want to watch your line coming down on your F and make sure that it kind of sits up in that little spot there, and it will work out perfectly. So let me do this. The other thing I forgot to do, I got a little bit there, so I'm gonna wipe it off. All right, I forgot to make sure this is straight, so I've got to watch that. All right, so I'm putting that F up in that little spot, and I'm stamping. And there you go. So that's a way you can take and split your stamps up without having to cut them. It's easier if it's a photopolymer, not so much if it's not, but there's usually a little way to trick it, so to speak. All right, now I'm going to add this to my card base. All right. I'm also finding that I have a tendency to be very heavy-handed with that seal, and you can't be. You need to be light-handed. So we've got our base done to that point. Now we need all our little butterflies. So using that little butterfly and your rich razzleberry, you're going to make 4 of them. And I'm going around the edge, because if I don't, and I'm going to wait on the other one, the butterfly duet punch, that little butterfly will punch these out. And you'll see why I waited. So I didn't have to cut them out. The first time I did this, I put them all in a row. Well, it catches the top of that butterfly punch. And what happened was, I then had cut it too close to use my punch to cut it out. So just do them, you know, and then punch it out. You will get lots of pieces, and I hope I didn't get too close to that edge over there. I don't think I did. We'll find out, won't we? No, I'm good. Oh, I didn't even think of that when I stamped this one. All right, so I have my butterflies along with all kinds of other stuff. So let me get rid of the punch mess. And I'm going to put these on with dimensionals. And again, I'm going to use a half a dimensional right in the middle of the back. And I'm not worried about picking up the wings on this. I'm just going to do them. And I have one on here. Can I get it off to use it? Nope, won't work. Once they're down and stuck down, I'll be able to take it off, but I can't reuse it. Okay, so now I have all of my dimensionals on, and I'm going to take off my backs like so. And I can add them to my card base. And what I did was I put one at the top, one in the middle, and one down at the bottom. And then I stuck another one over here because it just needed it. To finish it off, I used some of the gold glitter gems. I love these. And I've already been through one package of these, so this is my second package. So I just used what I had left, and I think I'll go with the bigger one on this one, just for some interest so you can see the difference, like so. And there you have it. And I used the same idea to stamp the inside and the envelope. I would love to have your help. I would love to have you help me out on YouTube. Make sure you click the subscribe button below so you don't miss my videos. If you want to be notified when I upload a video, click the bell next to it. Thanks for visiting me. Have a great day.